still in the spirit of WAFCON, the Women African Cup of Nations taking place in Morocco. South Africa versus Botswana there, where they pipped them 1-0. Welcoming you on the show, 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. We have to look at that particular game just to let you have a feel of what is still happening over there in Morocco. Now we'll be looking at the first that has to do with the show, talking about handball. Nigerian team, that's the men, they actually attend, they are right now in Egypt to attend this particular competition where we lost against Tunisia in our first game. Tunisia has been one of the forces to be reckoned when it comes to handball in Africa, and now at the senior men handball championship taking place in Egypt. Well, our first game, we lost by 18-30. Tunisia prevailing our team there. The Golden Arrows, as they call them, they tried their best, but it wasn't enough as they lost the first game against Egypt. Golden Arrow will be playing against Cape Verde today. Hopefully, they can revive their spirit. If they can win that game, they will be qualifying for the quarterfinals. And we hope that they can do well as they are wishing to do so. Well, after losing the first game, they can pick up the pieces and actually do well for Nigeria. Golden Arrow, the senior men handball team of Nigeria, losing their first game in that competition that could be tagged African Handball Champions, that's Nations Cup. Well, we wish them the best as they prosecute the game against Cape Verde today. Still talking about some sporting stories now. Let's look at, well, the current Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare, naming 9 sports that Nigeria will be participating at the Commonwealth Games. Commonwealth Game is coming, it's getting so close, and now we'll be at least participating in 9 different sports, according to the Minister of Youth and Sport, looking at the fact that our athletes are really, they are ready to go to at least achieve some great height or greater height for Nigeria. Talking about gold medals, silver medals, and also bronze medals. The likes of athletics, wrestling, boxing, karate, table tennis, weightlifting, para-athletics, para-powerlifting, and also para-table tennis. Those are the sports that will be competing in over there at the Commonwealth Games, and hopefully our team will do well. Team Nigeria, we believe in you, and we hope that you go there to be on the podium, not just to be a bystander. We want to see you on the podium. All of them are battle ready. 9 competitions, 9 events rather, and Nigeria participating over there at the Commonwealth Games, and hopefully they will do well. Wishing them all the best. Now we move away from that particular story. Let's talk about WAFCON. WAFCON group stage has come and gone, and now we have the best 11 of that particular group stage released by CAF. CAF actually named 2 Nigerians, the likes of Ajibade, Rasheedat Ajibade, and Osinachi Ohale were named among the best 11. We're looking at the best 11 here. We have Andile Lamini, that's South Africa, that's the goalkeeper there. You have Zineb Redouane, who plays for Morocco, Luchomo Weber from Zambia. You have Osinachi Ohale, Nigeria, Samia Aoni, who plays for Tunisia, Ghislaine Shebak of Morocco, Defilo Jane, South Africa, Grace Chanda of Zambia, and you have Rasheedat Ajibade, Nigeria, Refiwe Tokalele of Botswana, and you have Ajara of Cameroon. Those are the players named by CAF for the best 11 in the group stage. 2 Nigerians making that cut, and we are proud of them, Rasheedat Ajibade and also Osinachi Ohale, who actually has done well by winning the woman of the match, or you can call her the man of the match, either way. But at least we are happy we have 2 out of the best 11 in the group stage. Joining me to talk sport is Chidubem Ukaibu. Good to have you, Chidubem.
Good to have you.
Okay, now let's look at the best 11 that have been released by CAF, the women group stage. So far, 2 Nigerians, Osinachi Ohale, and you have Rasheedat Ajibade. They were able to make that final 11 for the group stage, not the main tournament, but at least it shows that really they were able to look at our team and they picked 2 out of the squad to represent the best 11.
Yeah, if you look at that team, that Nigerian team, you agree with me that we have a lot of qualities there. Talk about Osinachi Ohale. I've played with her in Owerri.
You play football together?
Yeah.
Wow.
We played. She used to play with the guys at Amoo Primary School in Owerri North. Now, what she possesses, the talent she possesses is second to none. The confidence, you can see the way she moves on the pitch. She doesn't play like a woman. Actually, I think she will go places if she can keep 1 or 2 together, and you will see that she actually go places.
Okay, now we've been talking concerning that particular best 11. She's looking at Ajibade Rasheedat also make that court. She's been fantastic so far. In fact, she scored one of the goals. And now looking at this best 11, would you rather say, okay, maybe one of them shouldn't make it, or they are really worth it, all of them?
Well, I think it's a good one. It's a good one. It's fair. Then Rasheedat Ajibade, I think she deserves it. She has been fantastic throughout the tournament. You can see the way she moves on the flank. You can see her confidence and all that. I think it's a perfect 11.
It's a perfect 11. And maybe by the time, now that they're in quarterfinals, to semi, to the finals, let's see if they will have more Nigerians in this particular best 11. That's CAF Women Cup of Nations now. By the time they release another one, hopefully we can make it at least more than 2 that we have here.
That would be nice.
Now, we've been looking at that particular story that has to do with best 11 in Africa, that has to do with women, the best 11 in the group stage. Rasheedat Ajibade making the cut, and you also have Osinachi Ohale also being able to make their cut. Congrats to them. Hopefully, they will be able to get another slot by the time the best 11 is actually released. Now, we move on from that particular story. Let's talk about CAF Men Player of the Year. Yes, when the list came out, about 30 players were actually shortlisted, but now it has been cut down to 10. It has been reduced down to 10, and let's look at those 10 players for the Player of the Year for men. Still talking about the list now. Riyad Mahrez of Algeria is now on the final 10. Kyle Kambi of Cameroon played for Olympique Lyonnais. Vincent Aboubakar of Cameroon, who played for Al Nassr. Sebastian Haller, Cote d'Ivoire in Ajax. You have Mohamed Salah, Naby Keita, and you have Ashraf Hakimi. And also make that particular cut. Edouard Mendy, Kalidou Koulibaly, Sadio Mane, actually making that particular call there of the last 10. The last 10, well, looking at this is good, but, well, Moses Simon is out now. He's no longer there because they have to reduce the number from 30 to 10. Looking at this number, Chidubem, well, it's not as if I'm not in shock that I don't have any Nigeria there. I don't know why Nigerians are actually making it look like Moses was sidelined or thereabout. Our players did not. They have not merit being in the last. Let's be candid with ourselves.
It's obvious. This is a perfect. The only person here that I've fought is Naby Keita as well.
Okay.
Naby Keita is not supposed to be on this list. He has been inconsistent, a lot of injury, even during the Nations Cup. He was not that fantastic. But let's talk about Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane has been fantastic throughout the season. Both on and off the pitch, he has been 100%. Even during the Nations Cup, you can see him carrying his country on his shoulder single-handedly. And in Liverpool, I'm a Liverpool fan.
It's obvious.
Okay,
Yeah.
you see what he brings to the team. When he works 100%. So I'm not surprised he's there, and I think I'm backing him to go ahead and
to win it. That's Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane, yeah.
Okay, now that you actually left Liverpool to join Bayern, you as a Liverpool fan, how did you feel about this when that news came out?
Well, I wouldn't say I felt bad. He has given us his quota. He has done enough for Liverpool. When you've won it all, he has won the Champions League, he has won the Premiership, he has won Club World Cup, he has won everything there is to win in Liverpool. And it's time to face a fresh challenge. You know he's getting old. He's above 30 now. And you know the policies with English and African players that are above 30. Now, I am backing him to go there and succeed. It's time for a fresh air, you know. And when you look at the Liverpool team and the way we play, we need to change some dynamics, you know. Bring something fresher up front. Like, look at Darwin Núñez. It's in there. And 22 years, we have a lot to make from the guy. Like, next 7 years, he could be another Sadio Mane. Who knows? But Sadio has done his part. And I wish him well anywhere he goes.
Wishing Sadio Mane all the best, although he's among the 10 finalists actually listed by CAF for the Men Player of the Year, where we have the likes of Mohamed Salah joining Naby Keita. Although Chidubem is saying Naby Keita shouldn't be there, he's not justified to be there. According to him, the inconsistency has made for him, Naby Keita wouldn't deserve to be there. Well, from the way it is, 10 listed, Moses out. Really, no Nigerian player they actually deserve to be there for now. Let's be candid. They need to up their game, and when it comes to this particular award, they just have to do the best by making sure they play better and at least doing the business of football very well. Now, talking about the Young Player of the Year also, they reduced the tally, the number of players. Our own Akikume Amoo is also out now. We have Django Kotara, who played for Burkina Faso and Lorient in France, Karim Konate, Cote d'Ivoire, and Nasek. Now he has joined Salzburg over there in Austria. Kamaldeen Suleimana from Ghana, who plays for Reims in France. Pape Matasar, Senegal, and Metz. You have Hannibal Mejbri, who play for Tunisia, and also Manchester United. Those are the 5 shortlisted players for the Young Player of the Year, though it is to be reduced to 3 finally by the time the courts will be done.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, but I think that Matasar
could get it.
Yes, yes, the guy is fantastic. If you watch him the way he plays, a lot of talent. So I'm backing him to pick that one up.
Actually backing him now. You're backing Sadio Mane for the Player of the Year. You're backing Matasar.
Well, I'm Senegalese
now. Are you from Senegal now?
No.
Just try to create some form. Now, now by the time they reduced this to 5, although we were having Amoo, the Akikume Amoo was there as a Nigerian in the first 10 lists that was released for the Young Player of the Year, but now he's also out. And really, like I said earlier, Nigerian players just have to do the best to get into this. It's been a while we've not seen any Nigeria scooping this award, even winning the Young Player of the Year, which normally we are always there to. At least you have Obafemi Martins, you have Mikel Obi, we have a lot of them that actually won it before, but now it's becoming scarce for Nigerians to even win the Young Player of the Year, let alone the main player.
That shows you how bad our grassroots football has gone. You know, if it is not, if everything is being politicized, you look at the raw talents that you have there. They don't get to make the cut. They don't get to make the cut because you have a whole lot of people pushing for their own people, and then we now forget the main people that are actually there to play football. Football is not a thing you buy with money. Football is actually a thing you do with dedication and professionalism. And when you look at those ones that have these qualities and talents, we should give them a try. Allow them to come to the forefront, represent Nigeria when it matters most.
Okay, now, still talking about this, you mentioned grassroots football where we actually get it wrong. I'm sure it's not about the players, it's about the administration.
Exactly.
Because the players are there, go to any city or town or village, even hamlet, you see talented players all scattered across Nigeria in any sport. Now we're talking football, and you can imagine these players are in those interlands. If they are given the chance to be taken to where they could be seen, where those talents will be seen and noticed, if the issue of godfatherism and favoritism doesn't exist.
Yes. Now, there is this boy that just signed for Japan. He played with Phantom FC, Abuja, and now he has signed a professional contract. If you look at the boy, what he has, and these are the kind of people you need in Nigerian football. But he has nobody. So he played from all the way from Phantom. I think I've known him in Phantom for like 4 or 5 years. Good kid, great lad, professional, all that. But he doesn't get to make it because he doesn't have anybody. Now, when you look at Samuel and you look at the likes of Chukwueze, and you agree that we have it all there. But how do we bring them to limelight if we keep doing all this godfatherism and all that? So we need to actually dig deep and get our best talents, give them opportunity, and leave all this politics everywhere.
Now, before I will switch to the other story, now when you look at if we want to actually curb this issue, what do you think we can do to curb it?
I think there should be sensitization from the administrative aspect. You know, when we actually cut off the bad eggs, make sports what it's supposed to be.
Business.
And not where you do all this tribal and all that. When you remove all that and put the right people, look at Cameroon. Look at the people heading their sports. Then look at the people heading our sports. How many of them played football? You don't get good footballers running the affairs of like with them Okocha, Mokachis and all that. And you have them everywhere. We have good people that can steer us to the right path, but we need to give them that opportunity. We can't keep dealing with all these old people all the time. It's time we bring our professionals that play football to the highest level and knows what it takes to.
Who knows the rudiments of how football is actually managed and also or actually run or govern or any time you want to use, but at least they've been there. They know what is at stake. They know what it takes to be a footballer, and they know how to manage. And now, if they now make mistakes or didn't do well, we can now okay, we're giving you the chance.
That's what we need. I remember when Okocha was running the Oceanic football stuff. It was wonderful. I was thinking from there they would have taken him to the next level. Now, you need the likes of Okocha managing our football federation. We don't necessarily need old people. Imagine, I'm not saying he's not good or he's not capable, but he's not what we need. We need the likes of Okocha. If they can get him there, just watch our football in the next 2-3 years. You'll see the difference. Okay, but I noticed something about footballers. Not all professionals actually like managers that have been appointed. You look at Frank Lampard, you look at all of them that try to go into being a coach. Some of them don't really get it right. Yeah, everybody. Not everybody can be a coach. Many are called, but few are chosen. Like, I believe in Lampard. I've seen his philosophy in football. I've watched him train people and how they play. But what he needs is time. He didn't go through the right. He just went up there. Look at. He needs to go through the ranks, yes, right? Look at Steven Gerrard. He went to Liverpool youth team, where he learned from the best. He was working on that Rogers, and he left. He went to Rangers. He was taking it bit by bit, and he was able to achieve it there. Create your playing style. Have your own tactics, not just the name of the club. I can confidently say that Aston Villa play one of the best footballs in the Premier League now. Look at the way he structures his team. Look at the way he dishes out instructions. And you see that the boys are actually playing for him. He has what it takes to manage any player. His man management is 100%, the way he does his transfer business and all that. And a very cool guy. So Frank will come good with time, you know. When they give him time, maybe take him back to Bolton or something to start from. Why you mention Bolton? Yeah, I think they run one of the best academy. Oh my goodness, we've been looking at CAF Player of the Year and also CAF Young Player of the Year that was reduced by CAF for the award that will be coming up by 21st of July. It's edging close, and the women too, the list will be pruned down, and we believe that in the women category we have Asisat Oshoala there. Still hope for Nigerians, at least 4 of them make their cut, and hopefully at least 2 or 3 can still make it to the final 10 before it's pulled down to 5 or 3. But from the way it's going, we have hope in the women's category, because for the men, we should forget about it. The 2 of them that we have, Amoo and Moses, have been struck out right now from that list. So we're waiting for the big boys to scoop this award. CAF Player of the Year 2022 rather, is coming out on the 21st of July. And let the best player win. A lot of people have become buzzing or at least hoping that Sadio Mane will scoop that particular award. Now, let's go to transfer stories that we have for you, where a former player of Arsenal and also Real Madrid, Mesut Ozil, contract has been terminated over there by Fenerbahce. Well, as it is, he's been having a run of issues with the coach of Fenerbahce. Now, looking at that particular story, Mesut Ozil's contract at Fenerbahce terminated. Agent in talk with Medipo Başakşehir of Turkey. Well, if he can't get it right, he's been having issues with the coaching crew, and now he's not getting it too easy. But he wanted to stay because, according to his agent, that Ozil really wants to stay with Fenerbahce, but it seems they really don't want him. Ozil is a very difficult player to manage. If you look at him, forget about his cool face. Ozil is a difficult person. He's a very difficult player to manage. Look at what he did at Arsenal, and look at what he did at Turkey now. You can now agree that it's not the problem is not the coach. The problem is the player. He needs to face football and leave politics. He dabbles into a lot, you know. So what he needs to do is, well, his prime is past him. I'm not surprised. There's really not much he can do in football now. I think he's up to 33, 34 yes, now. 33. So you can't invest your money in Ozil. And he's not that kind of player that has this burst, you know, that you say he can play into his 40s. Ozil is just finished as long as I'm concerned. Well, what about Medipo Başakşehir is already talking with the agent, and they're trying to see if he can get a contract, because the fact that he just got a house, he got just a house, and now he wants to stay there
and club is saying, well, we don't want to, especially from the coach, we don't want to anymore, we just have to go, we have to terminate this contract. Like you said, a lot of Arsenal fans are now like, okay, really? That issue then wasn't about the coach. It's about you, and now you are more matured. So you should have dropped most of these antics or whatever is causing you to have issues with your coach or coaches by now.
Well, even if they should sign him, they're not signing him it's not for footballing reasons, okay? Even if they should sign, maybe because of endorsements and other things. But for football, I think even in the dressing room, he doesn't bring a lot. You know, he's just a bad egg. So they need to cut him off, so you can concentrate on real footballers. Well,
let's see what will happen concerning the career of Mesut Ozil there, where his contract has been terminated by Fenerbahce. Hopefully, he can get something done with Medipol Başakşehir in the Turkish Liga there. Now, still talking about transfer, because the last one on the straw has to do with Chelsea, the Blues. They are really considering going for Serge Gnabry because they are now behind in getting Rafinha. Barcelona seems to really mean business. They've offered £65 million for Rafinha, and Leeds United could actually be allowing that to happen. And from the way it is, Chelsea are quickly moving to move for the £5 million really Serge Gnabry, former Arsenal player, Bayern Munich a giant. Now Chelsea are going for this very talented player.
Well, if they can get him, it's a nice player, but I don't know what is wrong with Chelsea's board. I think they've been into so many transfer talks, but they've not been able to nail, apart from Sterling. They've gone for Koundé, they've gone for Rafinha, they want Ronaldo. I like when sporting directors put out the player they want to purchase.
And they go for that player.
Go for that. Like, look at the way Liverpool does the business.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Levy will tell you, go for this guy, whatever it takes. You start structuring it even before the end of season. Then you know whether the player wants to play for you, that is number one. Know whether, yes, you have the right package for the contract to lure this player. Then if you're not in the Champions League, it's even but Chelsea's in the Champions League. So why they find it difficult to attract players? And they've got the money. Their fans are everywhere like, okay, another billionaire is here.
Yeah, but the current billionaire doesn't want to spend like the former billionaire. That's all the fact.
He has to. And not like the players, the fees they're asking is not that excessive, like £55 million. How could they lose Rafinha to Barcelona?
Yeah, Barcelona offered more now. They were offering 55, but now Barcelona came up. They're coming bit by bit. Now they are coming up with 65. It was 49. Now they saw Chelsea is already 53. They decided to go for, okay, this is what you're asking for. We are dropping 65.
Now, okay, why not drop the 65? Don't they have it?
Maybe they are looking at Rafinha doesn't want
they just offloaded Lukaku. So they have a lot of funds there to spend. So people were criticizing us that we signed Nunes for £100 million and blah, 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 blah. I said, when you know what you want, you just have to go for it. That's what the transfer is talking about now. It's crazy. So if you don't pay, you can't match the likes of Man City and the like. Man U was actually going for that player, and they were offering more. They were offering more for Nunes.
Yeah, but at times, the terms and conditions are actually.
But because they weren't in the Champions League,
yes,
that was another added advantage for Liverpool, and we just capitalized and we paid the right fee, and we got our guy. I really feel for Chelsea fans. I really feel
seriously.
For them. They're going through a lot.
What about Manchester United then?
Or Manchester United, but I don't really consider them the big clubs anymore. Look, they got the funds, but they're not in Champions League. So, and even to attract players now will be difficult. When I look at Frankie de Jong wanting to go to...
just be expecting some bully from, a lot of attack from Manchester United fan for calling them no more big team. I didn't say that. Chidubem actually, you said that. Well, it's been a wonderful time with Chidubem Ukaibu in the studio. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
I am Adeni G. Shafe. Sport is always business and fitness. Always do it. Thanks for watching. Well, good one.